Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy That Fat, and today we got something a little bit different compared to the typical Pokemon videos. This is the Mandalorian Razor Crest Haslab 3.75 vehicle, and oh my god, this is gorgeous. It was announced almost 2 years ago. We've been waiting 2 years almost for this thing. I think it retailed just around the 300 mark, and finally it's here, and I cannot wait to get into this. If you were lucky enough to grab one of these, congratulations, because now it's worth about, well, I've seen some eBay listings for about almost £1,000, and the figures alone are about 100 each. So I'll just get into the box because this is gigantic. So the main front here is obviously what you get. You do not get these two figures, but you do in fact get the Jawa and Grogu and Mando. I'll go over those shortly. On the top here, it just goes over some of the interior design, which I will get into. So you've got the cockpit, you've got the escape pod, the weapon rack, you've got the netting for the storage, the ramps. I'll get into all of that. On the back, if you're going to use this as some sort of display, they give you like an alternate art comic book almost sketch of the front there. So if you were going to put this behind maybe your stand in your vehicle, you know, something different to look at, that's really nice. And on the bottom here, you also have the two versions. You've got the fully fixed version, and because it comes with the Jawa Elder, you can actually display it with all the metal plates off the engine and off the top here, and I'll go over everything that comes off it, but it just shows you what you can do with it. So I'm going to get into the figures first, and then we'll get into the actual vehicle. So to begin with, you get yourself the Mandalorian, of course. This is a non-carded figure of the Razor Crest. You don't get any other figures with this, you just get these three. This is the only one that's not carded. They just comes in a small plastic bag, which is very odd. I was expecting it to be in some sort of casing, but this is probably the cheapest figure of the lot. You can pick up Mandalorian for fairly cheap anyway, and this one here I think only resells for about £20, if that. He's slightly chrome. The other one that come in this with the Baby Yoda was it looks a lot nicer. There was more shine on it. This one's got like dark grey plates, light grey plates, but you know, it's what you expect from the Razor Crest. He also comes with his jetpack there. Onto the other figures here, we've got the off-world Jawa Elder. Now I'm keeping these carded and unpunched because they are worth a good 100, around 100 each. Now this is just a re-accessorized off-world Jawa. You can get the normal one for about £15, but this one, the Elder, comes with like a different neck bracelet, and it comes with the, I believe these were bantha eggs. So the next one is the Grogu, again keeping that one sealed. They both come on cards in the box, but this one here is again about another 100. You can get him separately for about 15, but this one's different because of the chrome buggy that you get on there. I think he comes with I think it's his little plate or his bowl, but yeah, this one's about 100, so I'm going to keep those both sealed. We'll crack into the actual vehicle now. Okay, and here it is in all of its glory. At first glance, with the base and everything, this kind of looks like just a very, very, very miniature version of like a sideshow statue, or I don't even know. It just looks absolutely incredible. The way the base holds it at an angle. You can't have it flat, you can only have it this direction, which I think just looks 10 times better. There's so many different features with this, which we're all going to go over. But at first, you've got this, look, you can tell by the size of my hands and the base here, this thing is it's very long. But if I can turn this thing around, it is very, very heavy. Oh, you got it. Sort of. Oh my god. There we go. Okay, so I've even got to move around just to get this in view. The detach here. So we've got the cockpit, we've got the guns, all the way down, and I'll show you exactly what what comes out of here. But the base, lovely and sturdy, nice see-through, thick plastic there to hold it in place, and it doesn't always clip in. It's literally just a little slot under there, and it sort of balances on there, but it's very sturdy. This thing is not moving. Got your jets there, and all of these I'd like to think are all hand painted. A lot of these are very stroked. I think every single one is going to be unique. All the way down here, the landing gear which does detach. You don't have to have these out. All the way around here. On the top, this thing is ginormous. Trying to get this in frame is almost impossible. Let's try and get a backside view on this as well. Look at this thing. This is insane. The details on there, the painting, the weathering, all amazing. Even the details in the open pieces here, look at that. Black wash, the greys, the browns, everything is unique and it looks amazing. So we might as well start with the front end and go back. I'll try and remember all the pieces that come off, what's included, and just go over all the different features you can apply to this beauty. So to begin with, the cockpit opens up just here. Just a simple flick up feature. There's no hinge on there, it just comes straight open. But here is the cockpit, and this is perfectly fitted to have your Mandalorian figure fit straight in there. Baby Yoda on the side or on the back, or Grogu in his little satchel can go in there. All of the controls are individually painted. You've got reds, you've got blues, you've got silver, you've even got the display on there painted. Looks amazing. They did an outstanding job with this. Now, it's not to go to say there is some negatives about this. There is a few that I want to go over, but just paint and accessory wise, this thing is amazing. So the Mandalorian figure is a perfect fit in here. His hands do go round that. I just don't want to snap anything off. Everything feels a little bit fragile in here. These are just like soft rubber, all of these little Joy-Cons, so you can't break those. But these are actually hard and I don't want to clip him on, break his hands or anything like that. That looks amazing. There's plenty of room in there. It does come, as I said, it comes with his jetpack, which barely goes into his back. But also in there is it comes with a little box. I can get it out. Oh my god, I can't get it out now. That just contains a whole bunch of weapons. So you get a whole bunch of weapons. You get, I believe, it's 3 of these, which is meant to be the top of the control panels. The one that Grogu takes off. It actually screws into this here, so you can attach that on there. You've got, the iconic blasters. You've got all of these are different as well. They're all hard plastic. Typical blaster there. You've got attachment for your guns. You've got all sorts of guns here. You've got the small ones, you've got the big ones. You've also got the jetpack. There's a few other larger guns which I'll show where they go separately. But we'll attach the cockpit on there. So there's that back on there. There's slightly darker tinted plastic there. You can see straight through it, which is amazing. He looks fantastic in the front there. The guns here, they attach on separately, but they do move both separately, so you can have them aimed up if you wanted. You can have them aimed down. They're slightly restricted because of this piece poking out here, but it does the job. You can do it up, down, and straight forward. They're not missile firing or anything like that. There's no little gimmicks like that. But on the bottom here, your landing pad, that just comes out, and you can just attach it straight back in there. I've left mine out personally, so it looks like it's in landing mode. Before I get into the actual interior, I want to go over everything on the top here. So 2 panels on each of these, the jets, if you like. they do come off. So you've got this one, so the bigger piece in the center, and look at the detail in there. This is all molded, all slightly black washed. Look at it. Look at that. Just by itself, you can do so much. You can display it one panel off with like 6 different panels off, or completely clean, which I've done. Panel here, and these literally just clip off. So you can have what the jet's broken, which adds more definition to the build. So you can personalize this perfectly. There's a little jet through there, through the back, and it does it on the same on this side, except from this one's different. It's in a different location. It might look the same, but they're different shapes. They've got slightly different things on the inside, and this one comes off in a completely different place there. So it's not a duplicate. You've got that on the far left, that on the far right. You've got this one on the left and that one on the left. So it shows almost the same things. The 3 little energy coils there, you have 3 there, you've got so much more here. So you've got a whole bunch of definition on there. And that's what I meant with the Jawa that's included. You can take these parts off, display them how you want, and then you can easily just pop them straight back in. No fuss whatsoever. That being said, some of the pieces are very fiddly to get on and off. This one here isn't a pull off, this one's more of a push in and then peel back. So you've got all the main top piece here with all these coils and pipes inside. So this one literally just squeeze in, squeeze back in there, and then you've got to sort of clip them down. It's not fragile enough to constantly come off if you were to flip it upside down, not that you would. But on top of that, you've then got this big button here. You can't really see it, it's just a slightly different colour. When you push that in, this whole back piece comes off. And you might be thinking, well, what's all this then? And this actually comes off in one large piece. Now I'll go over all that, what's there in a second. But inside here is the whole interior. So this whole piece comes off. And in here we have a whole bunch of like satchels and bags that all do come off, by the exception of 2. So you can again display that however you want. You can actually grab some of these bags and put them in different areas. So you can completely kit this out however you want. I think there's about 8 of these supplied, so you can just put whatever you want on there. Change them up. There's different ones. They're all different painted. So there's like a square one. There's more of like an actual bag. And there's these long thin ones which go next to the compartment there. You've got this netting here which it shows you can actually put some weapons and some armor and stuff in the back here. And there's a few more different bits here, so I'm just going to pop out this plate here to show you the inside. So this whole panel comes off, so you can easily look inside and have a look what's going on. And this blue door here is actually used to display the 4 given carbonite, if you want to call them figures or accessories. Clip straight in there, and the door closes. Now, as I said, you get 4 of these included. You get some unknown characters. I believe that's the main one you see that he's hunting down in the first season. You get a Greedo looking character there, but these actually attach to the bottom of the plate on these hooks here. Once you've got all 4 attached in there, this simply just pops back in, ready for access again. Now on the top here, you actually have this display, and inside that is a little escape pod, which you can take off. It is very fiddly, but you can then put the Mandalorian inside that, and then pop everything straight back on. Small feature I haven't gone over is the extendable and retractable little walkway there, and on the back, which then comes all the way down. So you can display it like that as well. That one just goes straight back up. This plate also comes off, and a very fiddly tile here comes off. And in here is another retractable and rotatable turret. So overall, this thing is absolutely insane. I believe I have covered every detachable plate. Well worth the retail price. As I said, it's now reselling for about 900 to 1,000. Definitely wouldn't go out and pay that money now, but if you manage to get one, fantastic. hope you guys enjoyed this one. I cannot wait to display this piece, and I will see you guys later.